Hey, Sisterhood! Welcome back to another episode of Sister. On this episode, we're having another fun girl. We are going to discuss how we spice up our sex life. Stay tuned. And we are back. Our sister Svetlana had to run out really quickly, but she will be right back. Don't you worry. But first, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. We'd like to say thank you to the Shimishana brand, also to Glam D Fashions, and J&E Juice Shop. Now, moving into today's girls' chat, we want to discuss how we spice up our sex life, and maybe you can drop down in the comments and let us know how you spice up your sex life. I mean, have you been with your spouse for a long period of time? And if so, you know also well that every now and again you need a little in that life. Hi, sisters. How are you?
Hi,
We're
Shimi.
great.
We're good. We're
Thank
good.
you.
I'm
I
good.
sure. I just want our sisterhood to keep an open mind as always on this episode because we're always honest and vulnerable. So be open minded and accept us as we are. Now, I would like ladies. So, Lana, you will be speaking from a married woman standpoint. Myself, I'll be talking from a staying engaged. Colleen also in a long-term relationship. And Chanelli, you will be from a single woman standpoint,
Of
how we
course.
just have that spice in our life. Can I start with
I
you?
said, of course. Sorry.
Don't
Sorry.
be.
Yes, Shamita, you were saying.
So, Svetlana, you've been married for some years now, and I would love to know, like, how do you keep that passion in your marriage? And then you have two beautiful children, so that also makes it a little more, challenging. So tell us, what do you do?
Nothing. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Joke.
Joke.
Good
That means Lana
answer.
always
Good
had
answer.
it. She never lost it.
But my husband usually says happy wife, happy life. So I believe you know, once we maintain that, treat me nicely, treat me with respect, that is some ingredients necessary for you to have an enjoyable sex life. Um, because if you treat me like crap, there is no way I'm going to go and do extra stuff or be creative in the bedroom. So once and we have that started, as you see, we just had a child, so no worries. We have a very
Can you be more specific?
active, you know,
We
sex
know.
life. So,
We know.
mm-hmm. Shamisa, probably
We're
testify.
aware.
Oh my goodness.
We're
Yeah.
aware.
A very
But I'm
active
here to really learn from the experts here.
Are
So
you?
strange enough, I'm going to be quiet in this episode. So I'm just here to learn and to receive from my sisters and from you, our wonderful viewers. You could offer tips and so on so that I could, offer something a little more.
You know,
I see
Savannah.
Colleen.
Sorry, Chanelli.
I can't.
I see Colleen is bubbling with excitement of things she wants to share with us. So
Oh
maybe
my
Well, you know
goodness.
that Colleen is a
But
What?
flirt.
but of course, go on.
Oh.
But I would just like to say this before Colleen proceeds. Svetlana, yes, I appreciate you being on the panel to receive, as we all are. But I would just like to say, permission to share. We can also learn a couple things from you, as
Mhm.
we're all very much aware that you have a very fun, active, loud life.
I'm
and,
looking at
and
The
a
at.
fun
strong
word
bed now,
there is
Shimmy.
loud.
You see why
Yes.
I have
So
sisters and the opposite
Shimmy,
business is a very bad thing.
Shimmy, she has a strong bed now too.
there, she would have had to put together a few beds in the past, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
Colleen, go on. How do you spice up your love life? First of all, how long have you been in a relationship?
My sister got
Anyways,
it.
It's it's getting worse.
It's hot. It's hot. How do I spice up my sex life? So, let me give a little review of the Caribbean culture, not Caribbean, Guyana culture, the Guyanese culture, as opposed to other cultures. So, growing up, there were certain things that were acceptable in sex, and there were certain things that were not acceptable when it comes to sex. So, we were not allowed, or it wasn't okay to have anal sex. It wasn't okay to have oral sex. It wasn't okay to, indulge in these other levels of sex. So now, in the modernized time, I think those things are becoming a norm, and it is okay to explore your sexuality with whoever it is you're with. So, I get down. I
Are
get
you
down.
Say no more. Say no more.
I think if I'm going to be extremely vulnerable, the only thing I don't indulge in, I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but the only thing I don't indulge in is anal sex. I'm not saying maybe sometime down the road,
Is the tub
there's a
experience? The
possibility,
tub
because
experience?
I used to say I never would do, um, you know, sex, but
It's with the mouth.
but I'm very open to trying new things, and my sisters know I'm an adventurous person. I
Very,
like exploring. I like
very.
trying new things. So I'm never like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this, and so forth. So yeah, if you come to me and you say, babes, let's try this, I'm down. I'm down to trying it. I need to satisfy my man. I need to satisfy him, and I need him to satisfy me. So there shouldn't be anything that is lacking in our sex life, and I shouldn't want to. Oh my God, this is what this girl talking about. I wish this used to happen in my sex life. No, I want to try everything and anything with my man. I don't mind. So Shamiza,
Hi.
let's hear from the expert.
Excuse you. I'm by no means an expert at this topic, okay? But I've been with my fiance for about 4 years now, so we're still very new, and the spice is still very much there. But for us,
Compass.
foreplay starts from the from the morning. In terms of like, no, no, no. Let me explain. We would send each other like little text messages here and there throughout the day while he's at work and I'm at work
Wait.
to get the ball rolling. And
Set
then,
up yourself.
what? So by the time we get home, the excitement would have already built up a great deal. But I am a fan of role playing. It's something we both like to do, whether you play police and thief or whatever your preference may be. It's good to
Patient
dress up.
and the nurse.
Yeah, yeah. We like it. It's fun for us. And it's important that you communicate with your partner. We communicate a great deal with each other and expressing to each other what our fantasies are. I'm just gonna give an example of a friend I have. Her fantasy is double penetration. To each their own. Yeah. So obviously, if you're in a relationship, there's no, there's only one penis or vagina you're dealing with, and so she expressed that to her partner, and sure enough, he was open to hearing what she wanted, and he went out and he got, it's like a mechanical, um, I, dildo, I guess.
Oh, you guess.
I guess.
What a guess.
I guess. Wild guess. So yeah, he went out and purchased one for they were able to set that up where she could experience both him and that machinery at the same time, and everybody was
Mm.
happy. I heard.
Oh,
So
you heard.
yes, ma'am. So
Oh,
that
okay.
is important as you communicate your fantasies with your partner and be honest about it, and you guys can both explore those fantasies together. Janelle, what about you? Single and maybe
The maybe there is very important.
I know.
um, for me, well, I was in long-term relationship before, in a long-term relationship before, and it was a very long one. And um, I don't think my part. Anyway, let's not even go there. So I'll tell you about now. um, for me, I feel like foreplay is the most important part of sex. Like, it's the moment leading up to the actual act of penetration, I should say. Because you could know how to stroke it the best you know how to stroke it. You could have the biggest tool there is. Like, you could, when God was sharing tools, you went around like 3 times and you collect you and somebody else share. But at the end of the day, you still don't know how to satisfy or how to meet your partner's need. So for me, like Shibi said, communication is very important. Maybe you're at work and I'll message you and tell you, I'm thinking about it now. Go to the washroom, just do a little snap
Send
a
me a
little
pic.
pic. Yeah. Snap a little pic
Oh
every
my
now and again and
goodness.
send it to me, or I might be the one snapping a little pic and send it to him. Um, I like just relaxing and taking some wine or some sort of drink because I feel like it does something to the body. It kind of helps to put you in that mood. So I would always encourage people with your spouse, try different things. You might not be an
Yeah.
alcoholic, you might not be somebody who, would go out on the road and drink, but it is okay to have a beer with your wife or your spouse or your partner. It is
Hmm.
okay to um just try something, try a shot, or it don't have to be alcoholic. It could be non-alcoholic, but it's the moment is what is important. You know, I like to every now and again, if the spouse is in the kitchen, you just pass and you just smack that ass. You just or
All right, sis.
you just drop bits and pieces, hints of what you want or how you want it. Um, Sometimes I could be sitting, the moment don't call for anything sexual, but I just blurt out something sexual. It helps. And when you're actually in the bedroom now, I feel like there's no limits. I mean, there's limits because morally we know about limits. Yeah, I would like to say that we're aging gracefully, and my acrobatic skills is becoming less and less um so skillful. So I might not be able to jump and flick and slide and sprawl and all that, but a little fair share of little one and two little fine position. And
Yeah.
Scully, trust me, So
Oh my
Could you
goodness.
things
offer us a
like that.
demonstration?
Now you're trying to embarrass me on this app. So things like that. Talking does a lot. For me, after intercourse, I feel like we should have a conversation about how was it.
Yeah.
Not
How
that
was it? Yeah.
Yeah, did you enjoy it? Do you think I should improve? I'm not saying we will do this every time that it will become like a routine, but there's needs for us to have that conversation. What would you like to see different? what would you like to try? And also, I must say, if your partner is saying that they don't want to try something, you shouldn't shut down at that moment and say, hey, you just boring and I don't able with you, and then you're gonna look for somebody else who might want to try it. That, and we should be practicing safe sex. Safe not only in terms of you using a condom, but you need to know if you put your neck in this position tomorrow morning when you wake up, you might not be able to turn it as you would usually do. So things like that. Dates are also very important. I mean, it's not in the bedroom, but it helps. If you are happy, you have more relaxing sex. If I'm upset with you,
Yeah.
I mean, the same makeup sex is very important, but if I'm mad at you because you just do something to upset me, don't feel you gonna come for rub me down and expect me to sprawl my foot and then say, "Oh, come take it, baby." No, it don't work like that. So, that is also very important. However, now that I'm single and I'm just generally not a promiscuous person, I prefer for sex to be with somebody I choose to have a long term or a future with, because I
Yeah.
ain't about the one night stand life. Sex is a connection, and I don't
It
see how
is.
you can have a connection with somebody you've barely even met, you know? So yeah, that's how I would try every now and again. I mean, everybody has their own ways and means of doing things, but it works for me.
I agree.
All right.
Good point. And also to piggyback on that, it's okay to go outside of the bedroom, like change your environment. I think that's
Yes.
very important. If you're in a long term relationship and you're just used to being on the bed in the bedroom, a change of environment makes a big difference. Try it in your kitchen, your
Hmm.
living room, the airplane, the train, wherever, the movie theater. I've heard. So it's okay to just try.
You can also try some treasure hunts. Some hints. You left a little hint from by the door when you walk in. You kick a paper. Babes, you don't see you kick a paper outside. Because a lot of time these men just miss these things. You might got send him back outside for go and pick up the paper for read what it say.
This is
So
true.
you send him back outside. You read the paper. Oh, come in the room. Go straight to the bathroom. Take off your clothes. I'll come there and meet you. Things like that. Man. Lana, if you think you're ready for another hobby, you try that.
But I'm learning a lot, I must say. Very informative.
We're sure.
You're
We're
learning.
Yes, I'm here to receive.
sure. No problem. But yeah, since you're receiving, guys, just remember it's work. You have to work at your relationship, maintaining it. Be open minded. Toys are always great, no matter what type of toys, from ropes, chains, many different things.
The rose.
Well, yeah, it's our hope that all women get to experience extreme
An
pleasure from
orgasm.
our brain. Because some women never experience an orgasm in their life and
I
probably
was
never
just
will.
about to
That's so
say
sad.
that.
So sad. So
And
yeah, we
and the other thing is too with the orgasm thing, if you have to fake it, maybe you shouldn't be there.
oh child.
Mm.
I agree. I
There's too
So
much
so
work.
so so one question, guys. Let's say um let's say you're doing self pleasure and because probably you're not in a relationship, blah blah. As Chanel said, she's not gonna have intercourse with someone until it's a long term something and so forth. So I guess probably, I mean, you have hormones and so on, and they're gonna act up. So of
Hmm.
course you're going to have to self pleasure yourself.
Hmm.
How do you like deal with that? Like spice that up so that you wouldn't want to,
Why are you trying to
break your
expose me
code,
on this
Me
break your
one?
code.
spice it up.
I'm just saying that generally I'm a good girl. I hope my mother isn't watching this episode. But I'm a good girl and I don't indulge in certain things. I know
Mm.
when we used to go to school, they used to say when you're feeling that feeling, you just take a shower. Trust me, it don't work, but okay. They said it back then. But yes, I'm human and I have certain desires, and I think the safest way for me to satisfy those desires is to please myself. I don't have to worry about diseases. The only thing I have to worry about is maybe I might get too addicted that I might feel like as soon as I come home from work, I'm feeling too stressed. I need to release some sort of tension. And I just jump in that little
Furthermore,
closet, grab that box.
Oh my
And
goodness.
can I just say, personally, I mean, I don't think anyone needs to justify that they have self gratification. And even women or myself, I'm in a relationship, and that's something I enjoy as well. Excuse you. And we're not
Right.
girls. We're women well in our 30s, okay? I'm gonna be 40 in a couple years. So I'm sorry. It's part of life. Self gratification is something I enjoy. I would even do it in front of him. Hello? And get the ball rolling. So yeah,
Okay. All right, sis.
do what you got to do a couple times a day or a week. Then do you? Hello?
Exactly. Trust me, it works. I mean, maybe for some people it seems weird, but it actually is the reality. Some people don't like to face the reality. It is the reality. Sometimes we have a very active sex life, but still maybe you want it then and now when the person isn't there and you just give yourself it then and now.
Mm.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Lana?
We'll let Lana go.
Lana isn't saying anything at all, guys.
I'm
Well,
just
I
overwhelmed with
respect.
all the information. I can't wait to go and practice based on the
We're
tips received.
we're sure. Miss
You'll
Oh
see an
my
Passion.
extra
goodness.
glow. So the next show, you'll see an extra glow. It would,
But
so
based
come if
based
you
on what I
listen.
know of my sister, based on what I know of my sister Svetlana, nothing here
Yeah.
is new.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
I need new friends. Yeah, so come look
We
out
want
for the
to
next
thank
show
you
because
guys.
trust me, I will be popping. I'll be, glowing because, my sisters here give me a lot to work with.
Uh huh.
And you know what to
Sure.
say, there's always room for improvement.
Well, we thank you for what has taught us as well over the years. And yeah, thank you. And we want to thank our viewers. I mean, guys, feel free to drop down in the comments. Let us know how you spice up your love life after being with your spouse for a long period. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Like our Facebook as well. We have separate content on our YouTube, Facebook, and we are now on TikTok. We love you for
Yes,
watching.
definitely. Bye.